Hey everybody, Mike Burkler, Contra, Costa. Today, this is episode 4, and ironically I find myself back in another winery, not on purpose, but it was a last minute kind of a schedule change of where we wanted to film this. I'm with the talented Allie Sealey, who just released your album in September.
Yep.
And how's that going?
It's going amazing.
Yeah.
I've been having a blast.
And you are actually a Deer Valley graduate, 2008.
That's correct.
From Antioch.
Yep.
So good things do come from Antioch, regardless of what the media and people like me put out sometimes. But tell us a little bit about how you got into music.
So, well, I've been singing and playing for my whole life since I could remember. And then I picked up a guitar when I moved back to Northern California to take care of my grandpa. And I started playing to him pretty much every single day for about 7 years. And then it just kind of grew and grew and grew. And I mean, I've been writing songs since I was little, but the guitar kind of just implemented that to kind of make it cohesive so I could continue on.
So you started writing songs. When did you first pick up a guitar? How old were you?
I think I was 22.
22?
Maybe later. Actually, it might have been 23. So it was pretty...
So you're a late bloomer.
Yeah.
You're a late bloomer, but you've been writing for how long?
So I can't even tell you an age, because probably since I could start writing.
So did you like start off with just your own lyrics, poetry? What kind of got you into that?
Yeah, I started with poetry.
And it just kind of evolved over time?
I found melodies by singing, because I primarily used to sing in my house and in the shower. And I'd come up with my own lyrics, and then that's what would kind of push these songs, if you want to call them that.
Who are your early influencers in the shower or around the house of who you wanted to sing, and who influenced you?
I had so many, but I would go with singing. It was always like Lynyrd Skynyrd when she came out with the song called Blue. I was like, how did she do that? I want to learn. And then of course Whitney Houston by far, and yeah, I just thought these people can really sing.
So how do you get from Whitney Houston, Lynyrd Skynyrd to Lynyrd Skynyrd?
Yeah, Lynyrd Skynyrd's my favorite band of all time. Well, okay, I was a softball player. My dad and I used to drive to long distances to go play softball tournaments, and we would have tapes of Lynyrd Skynyrd playing, and so it was kind of like my pre-warm-up for softball and stuff.
Which song?
Call Me the Breeze, Give Me 3 Steps, That Spell.
3 bottles. So, all right. So we established Whitney, Leanne, and Skynyrd.
Skynyrd, yeah.
So let's fast forward. You know, after your softball career, now you're getting into music. All of a sudden, you decide this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that process of deciding to do crowdfunding, get an album. You know, what was that moment where you're like, I'm doing this?
Yeah, well, actually, I was caregiving for my grandpa, and when he passed away, I remember thinking, who am I going to sing for now? Because I'd been writing songs, singing to him every day for so long. I mean, all day long we would play music and everything, and I was trying to go to UC Davis at the time. And I was calling my friend all the time, and I was like, I'm playing music every day. I can't wait to get home. I just want to be with my guitar. I'm sick of doing the commute. I'm not happy. I'm miserable. I don't want to do this. It's not even what I want to do for a career. I don't know why I'm going here, pretty much. And she was like, well, can you really ask yourself why you're doing this? And so when I dug deep inside, I was like, I really want to be playing music. And if I wait any longer, then I'm just going to wish that I would have tried it out. And so it really took like a lot of kind of soul searching and a leap of faith. And then also Lynyrd Skynyrd shared my video on Country Rebel and their Facebook. And when they did that, I remember thinking, maybe I can do music. Maybe I really can try to pursue it. And that's what it is.
So that was 70,000, right? If I remember.
Oh, well, I live streamed on to 70,000. So they trended me, and then yeah, I had about 70,000 viewers. So.
And so at that moment, you're like, this is what I'm doing.
There's not even a question.
So then you utilize social media, which I love, because you don't need to worry about traditional radio or TV. You're just doing it yourself. Right. You're grinding it out with all of your posts, which you post a lot, and you do it better than most musicians. Sorry, everybody, but it's true. So how did the idea of crowdfunding come up?
I've been really lucky to know a lot and just meet a lot of people. And I found another social media influencer, and I followed her path. Became friends with her and started seeing what she was doing. And a lot of other people kind of compared them. And then I was like, okay. I remember consulting and being like, do you think I could do this too? And then I did it. But it took a lot of pre-planning. It wasn't just like one day I said, I'm going to crowdfund, let's do this. And so I did try to research about it, talk to other people, played a lot of music on the street wherever I could, set up and try to save as much money as I could and then reinvest and then crowdfund.
Got it. So you crowdfund the amount of money that you need. You decide, all right, I've got it. I'm going to Nashville to record. What was it like getting in that car for the first time to drive off to a whole new world?
It's so crazy because even just saying that out loud right now, hearing you say that to me, it's like emotional. It was like, it was one of the craziest things because my whole life wondered what it would be like. I've never not wanted to play music. I just was too scared, simply. And to be in that car, leaving here to go to my dream city, Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, I was like, this is gonna be the craziest thing I've ever done. And actually I felt so accomplished. There was so much self-esteem with that because I was doing what I wanted to do in my innermost self,
So you get to Nashville, what was that like seeing it the first time?
I was shocked. I was so excited I couldn't wait to actually just be one with the community and see how people were doing things there. They were so friendly. We were eating fried foods. I won a competition at the state fair.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
What song?
Oh man, I did Break Down Here by Julie Roberts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so you're in Nashville. Was there anybody that just stepped up and helped you right away? Any mentors? Anyone that just went above and beyond, in your opinion, to help you kind of accomplish your goal?
I've had a lot of mentors and people. I think it's been a combination of tons of help. I mean, there's no way I would be able to do this without other people. So, I mean, if I could say thank you, I would say a big thank you to, of course, Lynyrd Skynyrd, to Twitter, to my followers, to, there's another social media influencer, Claire Means, Mondo, Alive, he's out here too. Mondo is a good friend of mine and he's been very helpful. And just paving the way, and then of course people like you guys. So East County Today, thank you very much. So yeah, and I mean, it really is. It's never going to be just one thing. It's like all these little things all help grow and change and just give you ideas, and it kind of helps. So
I want to kind of touch more on the mentorship because I think that people don't understand how important they are to really give you their experience so that you don't make the same mistakes. It helps speeds up the process. What was the biggest thing you learned in this whole kind of creating an album thing?
I learned to stop waiting for everybody else to tell you when it's going to be okay to do something. That if you really feel in your heart of hearts that something is the right way to do it, then just be true to the mission and make sure that you buckle down and you sacrifice for it and you don't let up, and no matter what other people say or do, and you just keep going, one thing at a time, and that's the best thing you can do, and especially for music, because I went and played on Broadway, and I remember meeting somebody there who'd been there for 4 years, and she didn't have a CD, she didn't have a website, and she, and that's not to put that as a negative, but that's a learning lesson, because I thought, well, in this day and age, we have to be able to do this ourselves.
Yeah.
And so it's little things at a time, but they all add up.
Can you appreciate and do you really take in criticism? Do you like criticism?
Well, I don't know if anyone likes criticism. It's terrifying.
But it makes you better.
But yeah, by far. I do appreciate it. I would be lying if I didn't say if it wasn't constructive, because sometimes people will say something and I'll go, ooh, they're right, or I need to do this, or maybe I should change up my set list, or just little things like that. So yeah, it definitely does help.
So let's go into kind of your music. Your big song right now, it's amazing. Best Friends. It's about your grandpa. Just tell people about it. I mean, go download it actually, because it's such a good song. I think I listened to it a dozen times last night. It just kind of hit me. And just, can you talk a little bit about the song and what he meant to you without, crying?
I know.
I don't want you to do that, but.
No, you know what? That song is just written straight from my actual authentic self during the grief period of that loss. Because when he passed away, I had this funeral coming up, and I knew he wanted me to sing at it because I sang for him every day.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to be singing for it, and I need to make sure I write songs all the time. And the only thing I can say is that I always write authentically. It's like, I'm going to tell you a story, but it's going to be based on a true event, something that I feel, and I'm just going to put it all out there, and that's exactly what this is. So I did that, and that's how it came about, and I sang it at his funeral.
Yeah, it's
I know.
sad. I mean, it's such a good song. It's so beautiful. It kind of got me the first few times, and I kept listening to it and listening to the words, and listening to a song, it makes me want to wish everybody has a best friend like that. And is that kind of your ode to everybody to find that best friend?
Yeah, actually, I've never had it put that way, but I would say definitely that song is to share the experience that I had with him, with the world, because I've learned in a short period of time, especially catapulting me into what I really want to do, because I realized that what's important in life are the little things. It's the moments.
Yeah.
It's the eating breakfast with someone. It's the time that you spend. That's what love is. And so definitely wanted to share that with people, remind them it's not the hustle and bustle, it's the love.
It is. It's love conquers all. Let's move on to Junebug. Tell us about that one.
The melody started that song, and it was a transforming period because I had started the process of becoming a full-time musician. And basically I asked people in that song if they would come with me. Like, hey, you don't have to, but it's basically, if you want to be a Junebug, it means you're going to be like me and be on the road and do this music thing with me.
Yeah.
But it's also for whatever you want to do, because not everybody wants to be a full-time musician. I mean, people want to be writers, they want to be actors, they want to be, all these different things in life.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we kind of, not to toot our own horn, but I was doing the news thing, he was doing photography, and we kind of combined it into a media thing. And one of the things that I think music does for people is it inspires people. And we kind of made that decision early on that we want to use our talents to build up the community rather than always, reporting on car accidents and fires and stuff like that. Let's turn our skills into building people up. And I think your music kind of does that too. It makes people get inspired and really think about things. One of the songs that really got me was the More Than Lonely, which that song's fun. All you need is a guitar, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind that?
Oh yeah, well, More Than Lonely was a song that I wrote. Basically, I feel like that's kind of the struggling musician anthem, I guess, if you want to say.
Yeah.
I kind of write sometimes a couple songs about the struggling musician life. I mean, even though I'm super fulfilled, it can be a roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
So
you're just in your videos. You're always out different places, shooting songs up, playing at different bars, playing at different venues. But I think it's really a good anthem for young musicians that are learning that regardless of what anybody says or does, you just need your music.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's a guitar, piano, whatever it may be. And I think it's just a pretty song, and it's kind of like your feisty song, I guess. Could I call it that?
Yeah.
So what's next for you? You got this album out. What's kind of on tap for you?
So I'm primarily going to be finishing this kind of mini tour that I did, and I'm going to be heading to New York and playing there. And then when I come back, I'm going to be setting up shop in Northern California, playing out here. Doing some things out here. I kind of have just little ventures that I'm going to pursue. And of course, I'm still writing songs. And I'm already ready to do my next album. Like, if I could go and make another one right now, I would.
Is that going to be a full album, or are you going to do another?
I hope so, yeah. Like, my goal would be to do another album. So I just want to keep giving content, and I want the content to continue to get more crisp And then also on New Year's, I'm going to be dropping a music video. So
Nice.
yeah.
Which song?
YouTube. Actually, it's a song that's not released on the album. It's
Nice.
called Be Who You Wanna Be.
That's kind of a good anthem. That's a good anthem. And so what's the tone of it? Is it a fast-paced song, slow?
Yep, it's more of a fast pace. You can dance to it, and it's kind of catchy. So I think people will like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, since you're being played in New York right now, what's it like
Yeah.
to hear yourself on the radio?
Oh man. I kind of like, it's weird for me to hear my own voice and stuff. So I had to do this thing where I kind of just pray a little bit, like whatever comes out, and then I have to leave the rest up to whatever, like HP, which is higher power. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do my best. I'm gonna put it out there authentically and do whatever I can, but then the rest is up to whatever, the universe, you know?
Absolutely.
Leave it, because I'm a critic. I'll be like, oh, that needs to change. We need to do that. I can't believe that. So.
Yeah. And so, what's on your like bucket list musically? What are some of your goals?
Man, I want to play the Grand Ole Opry,
Don't Opry.
of course. I would like to be inducted in the Grand Ole Opry, thank you. If I could pursue a publishing deal for writing, I would love that, and also touring. I mean, I would love to be on tour with somebody and just keep playing any way I can. But I love writing songs and playing them, so if I could continue to be my own artist and do that way, that would be my preferred route. But I also don't mind writing for other people, so.
Yeah, and then, so you said you're setting up shop in Antioch, and you're going to play a lot of locally around the Bay Area, Sacramento, I assume, Tracy. You're actually pretty popular out in Tracy, right?
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Yeah. Yep, I'll be there on Wednesday.
So this Sunday you're playing at Hannah Nicole Vineyards in Brentwood, which is on Balfour Rd. And can you let people kind of know what you will be doing?
Yes. Okay, there's going to be lots of fun. I'm going to be playing my album as well as a couple of top hits that you've heard on country radio. And then we're going to be doing a raffle. So that's going to be crazy because there's going to be good prizes in there. May or may not have Starbucks gift card and may or may not have wine, vino. So it's going to be really fun, and we're going to just basically have some snacks, some food. There'll be dessert as well. You can't miss up that, yeah.
Wine and dessert.
Free dessert, it's free.
Yeah. What, will you be playing any Skynyrd?
Yes, definitely. I always like to play shows that have Skynyrd in there, so.
Nice.
Yep.
So, all right, everybody. This is Mike Burkholder, Contra Costa today. I want to say thank you for listening, watching. Please like, share, tell friends. Come out to Hannah Nicole Vineyards, see Allie on Sunday. It starts at 12?
12:30.
12:30. Cut here at 12 and have your wine. And again, subscribe. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And thank you for watching. Good job.
Thank you. Yay!